What's up, y'all? It's your girl Empress, repping from New Orleans, you heard me. Here with another episode of Who is Empress? First ever, actually, so y'all can get to know who I am, you know, as a rapper, as a person, get to understand my lyrics, get to understand the movement, join on, see where I'm going with everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here in this New Orleans heat, but I do whatever, you know. I'm a big kid at heart, I like being on the playground, but at the end of the day, first thing I like all of my fans to know, first of all, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for being interested in who I am as an artist. There's more to come, you know what I'm saying? I've been developing, working on some new things, so I got 2 new mixtapes that I'm about to release. The first one is Poor Little Rich Girl Volume 3, The Return of Empress. I've been gone a couple of years, so it's only right that it be titled appropriately. So then I got a second one called Cannabis Confessions. So it's a special mixtape that I'm putting out. I haven't really decided how many songs I'm gonna put on there yet, but I'm working it all out and we're gonna see where it goes from there. What I like people to know about me is me being a rapper is really a shock to me, just like it's a shock to everybody else, because I never in my life really thought that I'd be a rapper. I wasn't one of those people that grew up as a kid saying, oh, you know, I really want to be a rapper. You know, I experienced a tragedy after I came out of college and I stopped talking. I really wouldn't talk to anybody and I would only write poetry. And at the time, MySpace was really popular and I had a fan of mine that became a really close friend, and she used to always tell me, like, you know, you should try rapping. And I'm like, man, like, I'm not a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm barely a poet. I'm just writing how I feel because I don't want to talk, you know? So I told her if she could give me an educated reason on why I should rap, I actually give it a shot, you know? And she told me that the rhyme pattern and the rhythm that I use in my poems, along with the vocabulary that I had, would really shake up the music industry. And I could reach a lot more people through music than I could reach through poetry. So I came to side with her on that and I gave it a shot. And after my first song, I was hooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really fell in love and it felt like home to me, you know? I can remember though, when I was a kid, like, my mama used to always tell me that I was gonna be a star, like I was gonna be a songwriter specifically, you know. I never was a singer, so she knew I wasn't finna make it with the voice I had. But I always wrote poetry from the time that I was really young, and I sung in church, because everybody could sing for the Lord, you know. They like, come on baby, it's all right when you don't have a voice to sing for the Lord. But I would always write poems, and so she felt like when I grew older I'd be a songwriter. And I'll never forget when I played the very first song that I wrote for her. It was about my first heartbreak from college, from my ex-boyfriend. It was called Perfect Lover. And she cried when she heard it. And for me to see her like really have tears in her eyes, like that affected me on another level. And I really appreciated her support and encouragement. And she always encouraged me from that point on. She always was like, you know, you somebody, like you gonna make it. Just keep striving and keep pushing forward. And so that's what I keep my mind focused on, and so I'm out here grinding and I'm out here trying to get it. To give you a little background about me, I rep New Orleans always, but you should know I was born in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. I moved from down there when I was 11 years old. So I celebrated my 12th birthday out here in New Orleans, and I've been out here ever since, you know. And when I came down here, the city just really accepted me. They used to call me Alabama when I first came down. But I joined the band when I came down. I played the clarinet, you know, a little band geek. And I went to Livingston Middle School, marched in the band and played the clarinet there. Then I went over to McDonough 35, where I graduated in 2002. And I played the band there, but when I was playing the band, I got put out, you know what I'm saying? But my mama ain't play that. She wasn't one of those kind of mamas where she felt like you could do whatever you want to do. Like, you're going to go to school, you're going to get mostly A's, I let you pass with 1 or 2 B's, but you're going to do something extracurricular. So I was in dance school when I was little, and in jazz dance class. I used to be on a little marching dance majorette where I twirled batons when I was a little younger. Like I said, I played the clarinet, but that eventually led me to cheerleading, you know. So I kind of been all over, and in high school was where I developed my love for writing, and I was blessed enough to be able to be published in a newspaper, to win a couple of different writing contests, you know, and that's how I've been able to, you know, handled my business the last couple of years. Like, I love to write, you know. People be like, what you writing? Anything. Send me anything, any topic. It don't matter, you know, I take care of it. But that's when I'm not rapping, handling my business, writing them raps, trying to shoot new videos, because more than anything is how I express myself. You know, I developed a passion for music, and I developed art, and I knew early in the game that I didn't just want to be somebody that was spitting rhymes over beats, you know? Like, I really wanted to, like, set myself apart from other people. And so I did my research and I did my homework, and when I grew up, I really wasn't allowed to listen to hip hop and rap music. Like, I grew up listening to gospel and blues and whatever came on the radio, because my mom ain't play that, you know what I'm saying? But mostly like R&B and soul type stuff. But my cousin was a year older than me, and she moved to New Orleans with me, with my whole family, when she was 17 years old. Her junior, going into her senior year in high school. And when she moved out there, she grew up a little different than me, you know. She was a little more fast-paced. So she brought that into our household, and I love her forever for that. But she introduced me to Eve, and that was the first time, like, I really heard rap, and I fell in love with Eve. And it changed my whole life after that. I learned her first name, middle name, last name, birthday. I went through every magazine that I knew she ever had been published in. I cut out all of her pictures, and I plastered them on all 4 walls. So when you open my door, it just, Eve, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, Let There Be Eve changed my whole life, you know? I went through some rough and tough times in high school. I was depressed. I wasn't the cutest little thing. You know, I blossomed later. But you know, heaven only knows, like, that was my song. Like, Love Is Blind. Like, she wasn't just rapping. She taught me you could run with the big boys, you could spit like the big boys and still be one of the girls and carry yourself like one of the girls and be a lady, you know what I'm saying? And be raw and come at it hard. But you ain't really always got to talk about sex and how you having sex for money and how you getting Gucci bags for what you doing. You know, that ain't really my style, because that ain't what Eve did. So that ain't really how I came up, you know. That ain't what MC Lyte did. So that ain't what I came up listening to when I got into Queen Latifah. That ain't what she was doing. So that ain't what I was trying to do, you know. My role models was like Maya Angelou, Lena Horne, Nina Simone, Dr. Yvonne Kennedy Jr., you know what I'm saying? Women who use their brains and their prestige and their power to get where they was. It wasn't about their body, you know, not shaming nobody, saying you can't be sexy, but at the same time, that wasn't what they used to get ahead, you know. I'm sure Maya Angelou was a fool in the bedroom, but they ain't never heard her out here popping off at the mouth about how she give head. And so I never really wanted to be that person as an artist. So even still now when I do sex songs, I use a lot of metaphors and similes and different rhyme patterns, you know. I don't like to be just raw and blunt and straightforward. You're gonna know what I mean. But I'm not gonna be filthy with it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to have your attention. I'm excited for you to get to know who is Empress, you know what I'm saying? So slowly but surely we gonna add more episodes. We gonna do more stuff so you can see who I am, how I'm rocking. You can be like, nah, Empress wouldn't do that because she don't get down like that. Or you could be like, don't play with her because she might pop off, because I got that New Orleans in me. We all a little crazy, you heard me? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for watching. Next time we'll get more specific and talk about a specific area of who I was in my past and not be so general, you know what I'm saying? But keep your eye on the movement, man. The girl got big things coming. And I'm here for y'all. I'm here for me. I'm here for the people, man. We got to do something positive out here in these streets. And I just want to be the one that's out here doing it. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Empress!